Welcome to the LPC Naturals product overview presentation. In this presentation, you will be introduced to our unique isolate of a beneficial fungus, Bavaria bassiana. We then will talk through our unique application methods, the traits that we have noted impacted, how the organism works through biofertilization and biopriming of your plants, and finally, ways that we support growers, cultivators, and plant enthusiasts around the United States through trial design and support from seeding to harvest. LPC Naturals offers a variety of different products, all united through their core active ingredient, the unique isolate of Bavaria bassiana, a beneficial fungus, which grows from root tip to leaf tip within the plant. During this process, it increases nutrient uptake, general health, root development, drought tolerance, and decreases mycotoxins at harvest. The way that our products differ is through their delivery of this unique organism. We offer either a seed treatment in the form of a graphite talc powder or a dextrose powder, as well as a foliar application or root dip in the form of a soybean oil, or also using the dextrose powder in liquid form. All of these different treatments are aligned in a two-step application process, the first being the most pivotal to success of the organism and plant mutual symbiosis, which is introducing the organism as early as possible, ideally at seeding. The second step, root and foliar application, increasing the total inoculation of the organism with the fresh tissue of the plant. Traits we've noted impacted a variety of crops include an increase in yield, an increase in final harvest quality, an increase in drought tolerance throughout the life cycle of the plant, an increase in competition with weeds, and a darker, greener color. Our unique isolate is helpful to a plant in two unique ways, the first being biofertilization. Biofertilization is the use of microorganisms such as bee bass to break down and make nutrients within the soil and throughout the plant easier to assimilate and utilize. This fertilization process ultimately translates into greater yield. The second method of the organism aiding a plant is through biopriming. Biopriming can be noted in a variety of different ways, including an increase in plant immunity. By introducing the organism early in seedling development, you see earlier germination, better root establishment, better nutrient uptake, and overall better health and performance. This directly translates into a better final harvest quality, which we have repeatedly noted in the form of dramatically reduced mycotoxins at harvest. This reduction in toxins directly translates into higher profit per acre. The impact of biopriming has also been noted in the form of higher fiber content within a variety of different crops, including buckwheat, cotton, and colored corn. This increase in general plant health that translates into stronger cell walls and greater fiber content is obvious when thinking of cotton, but when thinking of things like colored corn, which have a lower seeding density, a stronger, thicker stalk is generally appreciated. In 2025, in New York, which experienced unique water stresses, our trials in pumpkin, apple, and corn exhibited all the same response: resilience against an extreme drought situation. In the case of pumpkin, we saw an increase in survival. In the case of apples, we saw a heavier fruit and a sweeter fruit. And in the case of corn, we saw an increase in harvest quality from non-sellable to sellable as feed, animal feed, and an increase in bushel per acre harvest yield of 14 bushels per acre. These results are repeated across a multitude of different crops, from corn to peas to kale to avocados. We have seen the activity of bee bass be beneficial regardless of the plant. LPC Naturals has recognized that the best way for a grower to truly appreciate the organism is to see it in action on their own crop. To this end, we provide trial support in 3 easy steps. The first being the initial design of a control and treated plot side by side. The second, providing the LPC Naturals team tissue from each of those plots. This tissue is used for organism confirmation as well as nutrient testing. This nutrient testing can then be used by yourself and your agronomy team to decide if further inputs are needed. Step 3 is harvest. Communicating the harvest yield numbers, as well as providing tissue samples from each of these to then be used for mycotoxin testing where appropriate, will aid the LPC Naturals team in generating a final report, providing you an overview of how the organism impacted your crop throughout its entire life cycle. We appreciate that growing with microbials is new to some, and so we thank you for spending the time to hear how BBAS in particular acts as a beneficial fungus, aiding your crop in a variety of different ways.